Welcome everybody. I wanted to do a little tribute to Robbie Robertson. God rest his soul. Such a great, honestly, just musician all around. Guitar player. Watch him go with Clapton on the waltz when they answer and call each other. He just does such a wonderful job, and his songs transcend music for the people. When they did The Wait, if you don't know that, I'm going to put a link to that below the video with my notes here. We're doing Up on Cripple Creek. I'm focusing on the last waltz version because Robbie does some really wonderful licks in this. There's about 11 specific licks. There's the clavinet lick that you can do, which would make 12. I've written all that out. We're in standard tuning. I want to dedicate this to my wonderful ex. I know that sounds weird. We were married very young, and we had 2 beautiful children, and it is what it is. But I will never forget, her father taught her how to play Cripple Creek on the banjo, clawhammer style, and gave her a banjo. And after we were married, she showed me that, and I was just floored. It was so cool to see, and such a great memory. And actually, I talked to her the other day, and she still has the banjo, and I said, you should relearn that song. So anyhow, all right, enough talking. Like I said, we're in standard tuning. My notes will be linked below. Same with, if you want to buy me a beer, that's there too. I would appreciate it. I do appreciate you letting the ads run. That's, again, another way of me making money. It's not why I do this, but it helps. So, with that said, this song starts out 5th fret on the 5th string. And there's a great video of Robbie talking about his Fender Telecaster that he used on all the recordings, or a lot of the recordings, and he shows this lick. And what he does is hit 5 to 7 on that 5th string, and then he goes to the 5th fret of the 4th string, but he up picks and slightly hits the 4th string. Then we repeat the first half, 5 to 7, 5th string, and then we go to the 4th string, 5 hammered onto 7. The second time, in the waltz, he holds the 5 just slightly. And then he does the second lick again. And then we're into the strumming. Okay, this song's really all about strumming other than the licks. So I want to talk to that. I wrote this out in verses and choruses with the actual chords, all right? And the chords are kind of written out with spaces between them to give you an idea of the timing. So the A will be for 4 counts, and then D 4 counts. Then we come back to A for 2 counts, D for 2 counts, and move up to E for 4 counts. All right. The strumming, it has a chuck in it. So what we do is hit the A chord. We're going to use the 6th root here. Hold that slightly, and then hit the strings deadened. and then it's an up, up, and then an up, down, up, down. So we have this. Then we move to D, same thing. Back to our A. Now we're just going to do up to the chuck with the A. Then we move to the D. It's more of a down, up, down, because the timing, again, we're splitting the measure here. All right, so the second half of the measure. Then we move to the E and do, again, a strum, chuck, and then the rest. All right, so that is the strumming of the verses. And that's consistent throughout the whole song. Now, in my notes, I've highlighted in different colors the licks that come in. All right, a couple licks repeat, like in verse 2, so you'll see that, but you can follow the highlighting with where the licks are. We're going to go over all the licks together at the end of this, but I want to finish up with our chorus. Now, two things I noticed watching the waltz live. Robbie plays the A, and then he plays the D with an A in the bass. So he keeps that A covered. And again, this is live, so it's played a lot looser. So kind of follow the groove of the song. And he doesn't do that all the time, from what I could tell the different camera angles. But again, that's just something I noticed. The other thing I noticed was when he went into the chorus, for the most part, he went up to the first position, A, to D, to E. Then we moved to an F sharp minor, and then to a G, 6. So, again, those are things I noticed. If you want to follow along, even play with the video, you'll be able to sound more like what he's doing. So, this is kind of hard to describe the actual chorus rhythm because they're kind of playing along with the actual words, if that makes sense. It's not the exact same thing as the verse, but it's more of a... So, yeah, just play along with that rhythm. It's one of those things, I think once you get the verse down, even doing that same verse rhythm kind of carries over and you'll pick up the different inflections. That's the word I'm looking for. Okay, the other thing I want to talk about is, you know, a lot of people I've seen teach this are doing... They don't do that live. I don't see that there. I think it's either the bass or the keyboards carrying that part, but I don't really see the guitarist doing that, including the chorus. So I don't think, that lick, the F sharp to G, is what the clavinet is doing, and it's... So, again, we'll go over that, but I don't see that in the rhythm. So that's my take on it. Again, follow my notes, listen to the groove, that's the key, and we'll go over the solo bits that Robbie does. Extremely tasteful, and every one of them you can add into your bag to use whenever you're playing. you know, either this song or different songs. Being that we just spoke of it, I'm going to show you what I call the bonus lick, the clavinet lick that's done on the keyboard, but it's very approachable on the guitar. Sounds good if you have a couple guitars or just want to jam with this lick. So we're going to start out in an F sharp, but it will be on the 4th fret of the 4th string. And we're going to hammer into the G note on the 4th fret of that 4th string. As we do, we're going to let the 3rd string open ring underneath. You don't want to hit them both together, just hit them together the first time with the 4, let it ring as you're hammering in. So we do that 3 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we simply move down to the 4th string 2nd fret to open to the 2nd fret of the 5th string, and then you're back into the rhythm. Of course, I'm doing it in the first position, but again. So that clavinet lick, just because I like playing it, 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, you got that. So the next lick, I'm going to call it the E lick. It's in yellow, highlighted. Basically, it's more of a Hendrix move. It's over an E chord. And what we're doing here, referencing if we're playing an E, right, we're going to be playing the bottom half of the E. 9th fret, 4th and 3rd string. And you can add the 5th string, Hendrix style. Okay, so the way the lick is, we're going to hit 9, 11 on the 5th string, and then 9 on the 4th and 3rd string, letting the 3rd string ring while we hammer into 11. Back to 9, and then 11 on the 5th, back to 9 on the 4th and 3rd, and ending on 11 on the 4th. Just a really well done Hendrix style lick. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4. So the next lick, highlighted in lime green, is this. Sounds simple, but with the rhythm, it's just a perfect little lick. We're taking the 3rd string, open to the 2nd fret, and then hit the 2nd fret again with some vibrato. And then we hit the 4th string, 4th fret, pulled off to 2 and open. So the next E lick, this again highlighted in the baby blue, comes up to our 9th position. We're going to start out on the 3rd string. So what we're doing is hammering in 9 to 11 twice, coming back to 9 on the 3rd string, and then landing on 11 on the 4th string. Alright, that leads us into the chorus. Now, I should say that E lick will come in twice, so you'll see that highlight twice within the actual verse. I think it's verse 2. And then we're into chorus 2's lick. Doing my bright pink highlight, chorus 2 lick. Real nice end to the chorus. This just fits in so well. It'll sound like this. So what we're doing, 3rd string, 4th fret, sliding into 6, and then we'll catch a 2nd string, 7 and 5. Then we come back to the 3rd string, 6th fret, pull off to 4, pull off to open. then come to the second fret of that third string, and then hit that, and then open and let that ring a bit. So all together, 1, 2, 3, 4. For E lick number 3, lighter blue highlighted, we do this. What we're doing is sliding in on the 4th string from 9 to 11, catch the 3rd string at 9, and then the 2nd string at 12. We'll do 3 bends on 12, and the 4th bend will be released. Alright, that leads us to lick 4, which is right in this position also. This is highlighted in a hotter red color, and what he's doing here, same position, alright, he's going to take 12, bend that up to 9, and then 12, bent and release, and hit 9. So really not hard licks, but listen to the song, listen to when he fits them in. The groove, the licks are just so tasty. So E lick 3, we're going to start out on the 4th string here, 9th position, but we're going to slide from 9 to 11. So we're sliding 9 to 11 on that 4th string, hitting the 3rd string 9 to 11, and then we grab the 2nd string at 12 bent, and then 12 again, bent and released. The next chorus 3 licks, a beautiful little lick here in G. What we're going to do is this. So we're bending the 3rd string at the 4th fret twice with a release. Then we hit 2, little vibrato before we come to the 4th string at 4. Then we quickly jump back to 4 on that 3rd string with a bend. Then we quickly jump to 4 with a bend on that 3rd string, catching 5 on the 2nd. And then we're going to do 4 bent, release, and then hitting, pulled off to 2, I should say. And then 2 again before we land on 4 on the 4th string. Alright, so we have this slowly. 1, 2, 3, 4. So right from chorus 3's lick, we're into verse 4, and you'll hear this lick. So you want to use your ring finger to start that and slide into 4 on that 3rd string, catching with your pinky the 5th fret. Because next you're going to go to 4 on that 3rd string with a bend, release, and pull off to 2, and then hit 2 again. And then come to 4 on the 4th string. Alright, so we have this. Verse 4, lick 2. So what we're doing, we're sliding on the 4th string to the 11th fret, catching the 3rd string at 9, hammered into 11. Then we hit 11 again, and then 9 again, landing on 11 with a slight vibrato on the 4th string. Alright, so what we have to that point, then we just come back to the 3rd string at 9, 4th string at 11, and the slid down. So all together, 1, 2, 3, 4. So chorus 4, the burgundy highlighted lick, probably has to be my favorite lick of the whole song. And what we're going to do is this. So we're sliding on the 4th string, 2nd fret to 4, catching the 3rd string at 2 twice before we hit 4 on the 4th. Then we go back to 2 on the 3rd string, hit 4, slide up to 6, off we go. Catch 5 to 7 on the 2nd string to 5. Let's consider 5 on the 1st string, the 1st half. Alright, so we have this. Let's cover that 1st half. 1, 2, 3, 4. So let's cover that 1st half. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, while we're here at that 5th fret, we take the 7th fret of the 1st string with a bend and release twice. And then he does a pre-bend, hit 7 and release to 5. Then we just roll our finger up, catch 5 on the 2nd string with the hammer onto 7 and pull off to 5. Landing on the 3rd string at 6 to 5 with some vibrato and ending on 7. Alright, so all together slowly. 1, 2, 3, 4. So all together, beer time. So all together, slowly. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then is all the licks. I really hope you enjoy this. Kind of, like I said, put them in your bag of licks. They're wonderfully played, a lot of feeling, and I think they'll go a long way for you. I hope you enjoyed this song, and God rest Robbie Robertson. What an artist. Enjoy.